So first video of that little focusing on gear or non-gear for beginners. And yeah, this is something that I'm gonna do very soon. I'm going to prove to you that you can make or take interesting pictures with outdated gear. And for this, I have this old fellow with this very, very basic hobby lens. So this is the Nikon D200 from 2005. Let it sink in, 2005. It's over 15 years old. It's a 10 megapixel semi-pro camera. It was a camera I bought, I don't remember when exactly, I think it was 2008. I had bought my D80 as a student in 2006, I believe, and it fell into the snow, and since it wasn't weather sealed, it got destroyed from the snow, and I was on the hunt for something similar but a bit better, not in terms of image but in terms of ergonomics, and I found this because I think I don't remember exactly. Yeah, the D300 was about to get out, and so people were starting to sell these, and I got it for 700 euros at the time. 2008, I believe, or 2009, perhaps. Yeah, I think the D300 is to 2009, and no, I think it was 2008. I don't. Anyway, I got this camera, which used the same sensor as the D80, and I've used it for a few years, I guess, before getting a D700. But it's something I do is I rarely buy new. Rarely. Really rarely. I like to buy secondhand because I know that old gear can and will produce good images. Maybe not this old. This is clearly outdated now. I wouldn't do professional work with this. But as a hobby photographer, for very, very, very little amount of money, I think it would go for 200, maybe with a lens, perhaps maybe even with the grip, I don't know, but it's gonna be very, very cheap for a 15-year-old sensor. The interesting thing will be that the ergonomics are going to be the ergonomics of a camera that is semi-pro. So if you want to have something else than the feeling of an entry camera, buying outdated or one or two generations behind current generation is probably a good idea. And the further you go back, the cheaper it's gonna be. That's because yeah, let us take a second to remind ourselves that brands put out cameras every 2 years. It's been, I don't know how many releases it's been. We've been stuck at around 20, 24 megapixels. I don't know exactly, but it's been a long time since anything significant has been brought to the general technology. A bit on the ISO and low light performance, but yeah, autofocus has done great leaps within the last 10 years. That's clear. If you use this, you will really feel it. But yeah, otherwise, I don't believe you should change every 2 years or even every 4 years. I would say every 8 to 10 years is probably fine. Okay, right. So I'm going to do a point of view video tomorrow using this old camera, and not only that, but this lens, which is a super zoom, not a, well, yeah, it's a kit lens, 18 to 200, really, it's stabilized, but basically this is what you would get, and it's worse than what you would get if you would buy a entry camera today. The sensor of an entry camera today is like, it's twice as good at least, because ISO is going to be, but depending on the brand, but yeah. So it's going to be a little test, and I'm pretty sure that I can get some interesting things out of it, even though I will have to face limitations. I'm pretty sure I can still get things out of it. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see, won't we?